lovers, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. After the sack on first down, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 31 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Elliott running right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. On 2nd down, Elliott. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play that time for the Ravens. 53 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jalen Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Stay with your man. 43's the mic. Check pass.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
No, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Check 53. Bound to lose one. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, watch the screen.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
I know I'm a dinosaur on this one. Absolutely. I love the division champ getting a home game. I don't care what the record is, and I know it sounds wrong, and we're in this society now where everything has to be fair and right. And we would like that, and I would like that too for most big topics. But in sports, it's actually kind of cool when these things happen. Remember, Seattle at 7-9 hosted the defending Super Bowl champs New Orleans and beat them. That big Marshawn Lynch run that we'll remember forever. Carolina 7-8-1. They actually lost at home in their playoff game. So you don't know how it's going to turn. I like division champs winning it and getting a home game, even when the records are kind of messed up.
I'm with you. You're making me smile.
How about that? You and I sitting in the home, two old dudes going, that's the way it ought to be.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people...
It's a foot race. Got a man. It's Brown. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 92 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go to Elliott again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Again, it's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Switch. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Hey, pick it up. 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Prescott now. This is caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That would complete to Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
I got you.
4th down, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Jackson on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 48. Come on, 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's going to be caught. Give him 30 yards there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys are back within a single score. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's make these babies cry.
Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They toss to Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 30.
Let me find out my team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Go to base. Check 56.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go now. Come on, 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch 54. Watch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Jackson to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Jackson throwing on third and long. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Breeze now to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Next the score, Saints 7, Ravens 0.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's complete to Snead. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
First down and goal to go.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run here with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over. Let's go!
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Breeze able to find the veteran Ginn. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hustle. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Here's Jackson. Snead's got it. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. On the ground, Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run it again with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 27, Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 27 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Squeeze, double.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth.
Mike 5-4.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson towards the end zone for... Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 35 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. the intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner, level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kiko Alonso, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Jackson to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Jackson, flush to his right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Jackson on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get...
About to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Yeah. Hey, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This one taken from the 7. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready! 54, right there. 54 Mike.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the
It's Mark Ingram, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw him. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson steps away to his left. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes him manageable now.
And he's got Snead. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Set! Pull it out! It's a safety creep! Watch twist!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. After Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. On 2nd and 7, Wilson, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
14.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 14. Check the backer.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That's caught by Hollister. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch, and it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson as the first half is winding down. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Hey, 0.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
48 mark. 48.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson and an alley to run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
48.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson flushed out right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Watch the screen.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
At the 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
From the 17, Wilson. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 26 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 14, run it. He's crashing.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Wilson operating from the gun. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Mike 48.
On first down, Lynch. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Tighten up.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Four down.
They'll run again with Lynch, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. This is Lynch. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
To love it like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go. Nice, sweetheart. Good.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Count. 47. 47. Gun. Ball try. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, 46. Under. I got him. Check 48's the mic. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go, touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, they've made it pay off.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Mike's 50. I'm trying to collect. Mike's 50. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, man, watch the 54 Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. And got his man complete. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike 54.
And Jackson throwing once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
It's just me.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. These two teams all tied after one.
Check, crunch. Hey, kill. Mike 48. 3 buzz. Check, 46.
from the 30 on second down. Prescott flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Bynes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's now third down.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field. It's free. Let's go, team. 48 for Mike.
Oh, you got D? Hey, look, 40.
We're going to 54. Why here?
Let's go. In your face.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. A first down carry by Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And some room to work. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Forbath will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10 to 7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's bring it. 6.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That one completes. Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, 47. 36. Gun. I'm going to come back to you. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You ain't got nothing. Mike, 36.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Under. 36. Hey, let's get some penetration here. 26.
Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back. Snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Here we go, 46. Go, get out there, get out there. Is that yours? Who's that? Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Silver. Check 52. 26.
Prescott yet again. This is caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talk.
And I think the ball's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Check 3, check 35 to the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's right. Mike 35. Mike 35. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Try his way.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Jackson on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 52 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Quinn picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. 73 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Rush in. Rush in. 47. 57. 47. 57.
Prescott to throw it. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sean Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Well, they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Switch.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 47 yards. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense.
He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 99. Check 99.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing now is Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's across for the touchdown.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm a highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debate.